All right, part two for the hair coloring and tattoo project. What I'm going to do now, I already got my hair coloring done. I'm going to be adding some tattoos onto my people on Photoshop, which is me if you can't tell. What I want to do here, just for searching for tattoos, it's better if you already know what you want, like a oak tree or a heart, and type that in. If you just type in tattoo on Google and hit images, you get a wide variety of results, and none of them are really going to be ones that you can use on Photoshop. So the keyword here is to search black and white. We did that in project 2. Otherwise, kind of the magic word to look for things is vector. So I want to type in the word vector and find something like see here, vector heart. Even if I wasn't searching black and white, most of your results are. Let me try to find something a little more advanced for just putting on the tattoo. Vector dragon. So I got this one right here. I am going to right click and copy it, and I'm going to use that for my tattoo. So let's make the screen here a little smaller. You already have your hair coloring layers right here. You don't want to be pasting in the middle of this anywhere because it'll mess up your clipping mask and your hue and saturation. So make sure you're on the top one when you do this. And here is the tattoo that goes in. Now, we got to get rid of the white background. So number of ways to do this. Long way, I guess, we've taken a selection tool, magic wand, clicking on it, deleting. You may think, oh, I'll just magic erase it, which could work too. You could run into an extensive thing if you have an intricate tattoo that you want to put on there. So one of the first steps, anyways, is to change the blending mode, which we did on the hue and saturation, to multiply. And then once we're on multiply, it gets rid of all that white in the background anyways. So using Control T then and resizing it, I can kind of get it ballpark to where I want it. Now let's go on the left arm here, or right if we're looking at it. And I'm just going to make this into a decent size. So rotating it is one thing, but then also here is just a shortcut. And I'll use the arm as an example here. Most tattoos are not going to be flat on a face or arm. They're going to be tilted sideways. So to make this happen, what you want to do is hold down Control when you have Control T up, and you can kind of pinch the edges together. So what I do, if I want to go back to the right, I pinch the rights together. If I want to go back to the left, I pinch the lefts together. If I wanted to angle back, I pinch the tops together. So I'm just holding Control and kind of making that look like it goes on the arm. So once I have that somewhat close, I can hit OK. And then what I'm going to do here is I am going to erase what doesn't belong. So obviously there's not going to be a tattoo on the outside of the arm there. There's not going to be a tattoo on the sleeves. So I'm going to take my eraser, and in this case, I'm going to want a hard eraser because I don't want it to be kind of blended off the arm, or the arm ends, it's going to kind of end. So I'm going to just kind of go through and erase that. The more you zoom in, the easier it's going to be. And I mentioned in the previous tutorial that this picture wasn't great because it was so far away that when you zoom in, it looks really pixely. So that's not what yours will hopefully be a little easier to work with. But you see that I'm just trying to find out where that shirt ends. And then the last part, unless she just left the tattoo parlor, it wouldn't be that dark. So you can take that tattoo layer and you can turn down the opacity to make it look a little more realistic. And looks like there's a hair strand coming through right there. So I'm going to try to go back in and find out where that is too. And erase that. So now I have the tattoo. And for this project, if you were in class or whatever, you know that, but you want to add at least 3 onto your person. So the whole idea behind Photoshop here is to make things look as realistic as possible. Depending on your picture, you might have to put a couple on the forehead or something that just doesn't look like it belongs. But if you keep the opacities the same and kind of follow those principles, you should be able to get it pretty close. You see with this one, there's plenty of room to add tattoos on there.